Good morning, children. Now we will see about figures of speech. A figure of speech is a technique or an expression which creates a special effect by taking language beyond the literal sense. Figures of speech are also known as rhetorical devices. They often provide emphasis, freshness of expression, or clarity. Some of the major figures of speech are given below. Alliteration, the close repetition of consonant sounds, usually at the beginning of words, as in sister, Susie, swing, socks for soldier. S, S, S. You can see the consonant sound S, 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 sister, Susie, swing, socks, S are repeated for soldiers. Then next figure of speech is allusion, a reference to other works or culture in either prose or poetry. Chaucer, the father of English literature, for example, included many classical and biblical allusions in his poetry, as did Hardy in his novels. Writers have often alluded to mythology, religious stories, or other works of literature from the past. These allusions often add great prestige and power to the text. Antithesis, an arrangement of words or phrases designed to stress contrast or opposites. Man proposes, God disposes. Many are called, but few are chosen. Next comes anticlimax, a sudden fall from a lofty to a mean, from an elevated to a commonplace subject, producing a ridiculous effect. The soldiers fight for glory and a shilling a day. At one fell swoop, he lost his wife, his children, his houses, and his dog. That is here a sudden fall from a lofty to a mean, from a raised to a commonplace subject. Climax, the text leading up to an event, phrase, mood, or feeling of importance in prose or poetry. To gossip is a fault, to libel a crime, to slander a sin. These are the lines taken from Shakespeare. There are three things that will endure: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. This is taken from the Bible. Epigram, a brief, sharp, witty, and polished saying giving expression to a striking thought. I can resist everything but temptation. Written by Oscar Wilde. This is a line taken from the novels of Oscar Wilde. Cowards die many times before their death. This is also written from or taken from the play of Shakespeare. Next we see is simile, a figure of speech in which a likeness between two different things is stated in an explicit way, using the words as or like he fights like a lion. My dad was a mechanic by trade when he was in the army. When he got his tools out, he was like a surgeon. Metaphor, a figure of speech in which a comparison between two different things is implied but not clearly stated. Variety is the spice of life. I had butterflies in my stomach means here I am nervous. Personification, a figure of speech in which abstract ideas are invested with personality, and both inanimate and abstract ideas are endowed with the attributes of living beings. Like it is better, O day, that you go to your rest. Opportunity knocks at the door but once. Opportunity is being personified as a human being who is knocking at the door. Hyperbole, exaggeration, suggesting that something is the strongest, the best, the greatest, which of course distort the truth. 10,000 saw I at a glance. This is a line taken from the Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Onomatopoeia, a figure of speech in which the sounds of the words convey the sense. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Puff, puff, puff. Ding, dong, ding, dong. The little train rumbled over the track. So this word, chug, puff, ding, dong, is all rumble, is creating sound of the words, and it is giving a sense. Then comes your irony, a statement or expression whose intended meaning is quite the contrary to the apparent or literal meaning. Situational irony occurs when things take a turn opposite to what is intended. Then imagining, substituting the name of one of the attributes of a thing for the name of thing itself. Like the pen is mightier than a shirt. Please address the chair. So chairman is being addressed as chair, and pen is considered as a sword which is mightier. So here we see something is being replaced by something, one of the attributes of a thing of the name itself. So these are some of the figure of speech which are used by poets in their poems. These introductory part of poem and poetry are also given in your workbook, Treasure Trove of Short Story and Poems Volume 1. You can go through that, and if you have any doubt, you can put in your WhatsApp group the questions. Thank you.